What's good? It's your boy Diesel, and it's Monday, so let's just get straight into this one right here. Failing isn't the problem, all right? Do not be afraid to start. Starting is where we at, because I know there are plenty of people out there who are sitting on ideas, dreams, goals, aspirations, $1 million plans, businesses. And it might be something that you've already even been doing as a hobby, but you keep telling yourself to wait. You're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity. You're waiting until you've got the right amount of money, or until you make the right connections, the right equipment, or until you just get that miraculous green light from the universe. But let me tell you the truth. That perfect time does not exist. You don't need to have everything lined up to take your first step. You can start with what you have and where you are. And that could very easily just mean doing some research, looking stuff up. It might mean writing down a list of things that you need, or a list of the steps that you need to start taking. It might mean reaching out to someone who's already doing it or already in the position that you want to be and asking them, yo, how did you get started? What would you recommend that I spend my time doing? Sometimes we think that starting requires having the full blueprint, but it really just requires making that decision and then taking action. And once you've made the decision, the resources, the ideas, the opportunities, they're going to start showing up. Just think about any of the brands that you love or businesses that you admire, even the apps that you use today. TikTok started off as Triller. It was a whole nother thing originally, but they all started off by somebody saying, hey, let's try this. They weren't saying, let's wait until I'm rich to start doing the things that'll make me rich. No, dog, you just got to start with where you are. And I know people are thinking, well, what if I fail? That's a lot of what we think about before we get started. But failing isn't the problem. Failing is not the enemy. Failing just means you tried. It means you put yourself in the game, and now you know what to do differently so you can get a different result. You should be more afraid of never trying at all than you should be of failing, because at least with the failure, you learn something. You're growing. You can go back to the drawing board. You can pivot. You can do something new. But if you never begin trying, you're going to sit in the same spot for forever. You're going to sit on that idea for forever. And you're just going to be wondering what could have happened, what could have been, and regret. Regret is going to sink in, and that regret is going to be heavier than any failure ever could be. So every single success story that you've ever heard has one thing in common. They started, and they came a far away from their failures in order to make it to be a success story that you've actually heard about. And so those failures were the foundation to the success even being built. Every big thing around you started as one simple idea in somebody's head. Nike's was a pair of shoes in the trunk of a car. Now it's $1 billion industry. Apple was just two guys in a garage. Now I'm talking to you through multiple Apple devices right now. Your favorite music artists, they probably recorded their first song on a broke down mic on a computer in somebody's back room or even somebody's closet. Today, we got people recording stuff off of phones, getting deals. The difference between the people who make it and the people who don't isn't talent, it's not money, it's not connections. It's the courage to take the first step and to get started right where you are with whatever it is that you have. So why can't you do the same thing? This right here is your reminder this Monday that you got this. There's no reason for you to not excel, except for if you don't try. So take that idea that's in your head and put it into the real world. Start small. It could be messy. You can be broke, but you got to start. Because the only way you're ever going to lose is if you never play the game. But if you get in the game and you stay in the game until you come out as a winner, what can stop you? And if this hit home at all, inspired you at all, drop a like, share this with somebody who needs it. I'll see you next week. In the comments, go ahead and just tell me what it is that you're going to get started today.